In the dim light of the moon, a skeletal figure stood by the wooden fence. Its shadow loomed tall, as if challenging the darkness of the night. Beneath it, the title, "The Corpse," was inscribed, hinting at the dark tale that was about to unfold. In a remote place, a frantic mother cried out, "What have you done with my baby?" Her voice was filled with fear, echoing in the night's darkness. Behind her, a small house stood silent while lightning struck the sky. Somewhere, her child, Alice, was now missing. Hoping against hope, she pleaded, "Please, please, don't hurt her." A red-skinned man, Hellboy, observed the situation with skepticism. He expressed doubt about the mother's mental state. "Is your mean old mother crazy?" With a smile, he indicated that he had something for her. "I've got something for you," he said, explaining his intention to help. In a tense moment, Hellboy demanded, "Where's that baby?" from a frightened man. His voice echoed as he threatened with a hot iron, "Talk! Where's the baby?" The man, anxious, began to reveal the location he knew. As Hellboy moved forward, shadows hung above him, signaling something sinister. A clock ticked, adding to the tension as he arrived at the desolate gallows. "Hello, boys. I'm looking for a baby," he said, ensuring he had everyone's attention. In desperation, Hellboy rushed to an old church. "Quick! Now!" he shouted, trying to find a savior. "Fail in this and the child is lost." The sound of his footsteps echoed among the ruins. The church door was locked, and Hellboy gripped the key, attempting to gain entry. "I've never broken into a church," he joked. However, as he opened the door, a terrifying figure greeted him. The voices inside the church reminded Hellboy of cursed places. "No room," they murmured. Each step he took brought more tension as he sought answers. In the darkness of the graveyard, flames flickered, adding to the eerie atmosphere. "No room," echoed once more, indicating that all efforts were in vain. With determination, Hellboy continued to search, detecting a strange pattern. "Damn, I'm starting to detect a sort of grim pattern here," he remarked. The tension peaked as he realized the danger lurking in the shadows. As he approached a mysterious place, peril drew closer. "Get down in there, boy," a voice commanded. Hellboy had to act swiftly. In a struggle against an unknown creature, Hellboy fought to uncover the truth. "I got the impression we were looking for a Christian burial ground," he commented, sensing the threat around him. A monstrous figure emerged, Grugich, with a chilling laugh. "This is blood for you, Jenny," he cried, adding to the despair of the search. Hellboy moved towards the ruins, marking a meeting point. "This is it. This or nothing," he said, caught between hope and doubt. In a critical moment, Grom, a war monster, rose from the darkness, destroying everything in his path. "Behold, free at last," he shouted, adding to the chaos. Hellboy struggled to regain control of the situation, while Grom prepared to attack. "That's working," Hellboy said, feeling newfound strength. "Sun's coming up," Hellboy remarked, aware that time was running out. He needed to complete his mission before it was too late. With resolve, Hellboy began to dig the earth, searching for answers. "There you go," he said as he uncovered a vital clue about the missing baby. Finally, after a tiring search, Hellboy found the baby and said, "I think somebody's going to be happy to see you." In the midst of darkness, hope began to shine once more. Edwin D. Wolfe, a folklorist and professor at Trinity College, sits quietly, telling a story about iron shoes that fight evil spirits. Iron shoes are certainly the most bloodthirsty of the old border goblins, he says. In the background, an ancient tower looms, harboring a dark secret. Suddenly, a scream disturbs the tranquility of the night. Hellboy, his face solemn, trapped in a cell, crawls out, uttering an angry cry. "Come closer," he calls, struggling to free himself. From the darkness, a hideous creature emerges, uttering a terrified cry as the iron shoes appear. Hellboy responds with indifference. "Screw you!" as he prepares to face the threat. In the fierce struggle, Hellboy falls to the ground, feeling the impact of the battle. "Ah, damn!" he groans, trying to get back to his feet, determined to continue the fight. Inside the old church, Father Mike looks anxiously as Hellboy arrives with an offer. "Special delivery, Father Mike." Behind them, a bound figure whimpers, adding to the tension. Hellboy confronts Baba Yaga, trying to make sense of the situation. Each year on this night, the Baba Yaga comes to call up dead sinners. He hears the old woman's voice, adding to the horror of the dark night. In the cemetery, Hellboy and Baba Yaga converse, both aware of a greater threat. "Hurry, I can't," Hellboy replies, feeling the pressure of time approaching. A voice from beneath the ground disturbs the peace as Baba Yaga speaks to a skeleton. "Will you serve me again?" hinting at a dark connection from the past. Hellboy engages in a frantic fight, confronting a menacing dark creature. "Shut up!" he shouts before being caught in the chaos. The attack draws near, and Hellboy fights with all his might. "What have you done, boy?" a terrifying voice calls out. In despair, Hellboy hears the bad news. "The Baba Yaga is dead," says the crow, adding to the mystery of what happened. "No, she's gone far away, but don't be afraid," the bear explains, watching a confused Hellboy. In England, 1989, a peaceful Christmas Eve, unaware of the danger lurking, Hellboy talks to a doctor about a dying woman, feeling a deep sense of responsibility. "Here, a list of things you're going to have to do when she dies," Hellboy instructs, preparing everything for the difficult moment. On the way, Hellboy hears the warning, "Beware," from a small, watchful creature. As he enters the mysterious room, a voice whispers a warning, "Beware," adding to the curiosity and suspense. "Hungry? We'll have dinner," the mysterious woman offers. Hellboy senses something unusual, a sign that this is not a safe place. "What about your family?" he asks, researching the woman's background, sensing a deeper connection. Suddenly, the atmosphere turns ominous. "Gee!" he screams as a terrifying creature emerges, turning the peaceful night into chaos. In the chaos, Hellboy fights back with a fighting spirit. "Get back!" He's ready to face anything that stands in his way. A skeletal hand appears, menacingly branded with black symbols, triggering a deep sense of fear within Hellboy. With an unwavering spirit, Hellboy presses forward, ready to face whatever comes, determined to protect what remains of the darkness. In the aching darkness, Hellboy stands by Evelyn Margaret Hatch's bed. The priest beside him recites a prayer in a steady voice. "By him who has power to send thee to hell, I adjure thee." The voice echoes, signaling a presence greater than mere death. A loud bang disrupts the quiet of the night, shaking the building outside. Hellboy stares out the window, sensing the approaching threat. "What now?" he thinks, smelling danger in the air. Suddenly, Hellboy wakes. "Giwai!" he cries as the little creature lunges at him. "Oh, that's right! You just pick on little girls!" He tries to control the situation, preparing to face the terrifying creature. The church bells toll loudly, signaling midnight. "Midnight mass," Hellboy murmured, feeling the tension rising. "Christmas," he added, reminding himself of the importance of this mission. Hellboy stood among the ruins, watching the fire engulf the old building. "Let it burn," said the priest, standing beside him, watching him expectantly. "Poor woman," Hellboy replied, feeling the weight of this sad event. In a room at Bureau headquarters, Abraham Sapien recalled the past. "This is where my life on Earth began," he said, recalling his story. He pondered the traces he had left behind, confused by the reality he had to face. Back in bed, Evelyn lay, praying in a barely audible voice. "Lord God, forgive me," came a fragment of a prayer, hinting at the enveloping darkness. Hellboy awoke from his dream, remembering the voice that had disturbed his sleep. "Please, save me," he heard, adding a weight to his shoulders. He felt it, 2 figures and a box connected by darkness. A terrifying shadow appeared. "Come forth!" it called ominously. Hellboy responded, realizing this was a crucial moment. A menacing voice rang out, "Woman, you are mine!" Hellboy felt an inner battle between good and evil. "Enough!" he shouted, trying to break the lurking evil influence. In a firm voice, Hellboy called, "Come forth, woman!" He knew it was time to take charge, fighting against the dark shadow. A dark force seeped into him. "Your real child is within you still," came from the figure's mouth, revealing a terrible truth. Hellboy felt a force calling him back. "Did I learn anything?" Hellboy asked himself, reflecting on his experience. "I swear that son of a bitch was looking at me." He felt there was more to discover. In conversation, two villagers sensed the tension in Griart, a small village. "I hear this stranger, this priest, has gone up to the old chapel," one of them reports, hinting at deepening trouble. A priest stands before the altar, feeling a haunted atmosphere. "God save us from the past," he says. The surroundings are filled with a mysterious aura, reminiscent of a former darkness. As they speak, the melodious sound of birds is heard. "No one comes here, do you know why?" the priest asks in a mournful tone, hinting at a deep secret. A man describes a horrific tale of massacre. "The villagers trapped them here," he says, describing horrific brutality. "The horrors of the past lurk in the shadows." "Griar, 9 days later," a voice announces, hinting at the continuing chaos. 167 dead, that's every man, woman, and child in town. A somber report that demonstrates the dire situation. Hellboy, now with Kate Corrigan, exchanges information. "I hate this," he says, feeling the weight of the dark history they must face. "According to the constable in Potu, he was sort of spread around here," Kate explained, reminding Hellboy of the events that had occurred. Hellboy felt angry. "Is that what got everyone killed?" he asked in an irritated tone. Kate replied firmly, "This wolf belongs to St. Augustus." "If I'm right, this town has an ugly little secret," Kate muttered. Hellboy sensed something bigger lurking in the darkness, waiting to be revealed. "Careful here, the floor isn't very stable," Hellboy warned Kate, who stood beside him inside the gloomy old church. The statues around them seemed like silent witnesses of a dark time while dust swirled in the air. Suddenly, out of the darkness, the figure of William Grenier fell, suspended in midair as if trapped in a void. Horror was etched on his face, as if he realized his terrible fate. "Little girl, what are you doing here?" Grenier asked as he began to regain consciousness. His soft voice was filled with anxiety. "I am awake." Behind him, the ghostly figure of a woman appeared, staring at him with blank eyes. The ghost said, "He made me this," referring to Grenier in a pitiful tone. Hellboy watched, feeling the tension rising as he realized the deeper meaning behind the words. "Think hard, Kate. There's more to that wolf story, isn't there?" Hellboy pressed, trying to dig deeper. "I'm getting you out of here now," he insisted, demanding that Kate remain calm. "They're just standing there. Why aren't they attacking us?" Kate asked, glancing at the group of intimidating creatures. Hellboy replied quickly, "We're being prepared for the real deal, William Grenier." "Hellboy," Kate called, sensing Ed's approaching presence. "Ed, God, help me!" Ed's voice was filled with fear as he pleaded for help in the darkness. "Help me," came the cry of the trapped figure. "I'm trapped here like everyone else," he whimpered. Hellboy, unable to contain his pity, looked on gravely. "You've destroyed this city. You've killed a priest," Grenier said defiantly. Hellboy asserted, "You've imprisoned the spirits here. It's time they were free. I must do what I must." Hellboy braced himself against Grenier, feeling the power welling up within him. "Just a beast," Grenier shouted as the massive creature charged at Hellboy, adding to the chaos within the church. "Beast!" Hellboy shouted, determined to stop the emerging threat. "I don't care if you're a damned fish, you're going down," he said with conviction. Hellboy leaped, kicking the creature with all his might, feeling the impact as he landed. "Oof!" he gasped, but didn't give up. "Listen!" The priest's voice rang out, trying to explain to Hellboy the creature's origins. Once upon a time, a man kept a wolf in his belly. His story was interrupted as the creature attacked again. As the battle continued, Hellboy felt exhausted. He fell, but quickly got back up. "Ugh, hey!" he shouted, trying to get away from the creature's attack. "Come on, you can do better than that," Hellboy teased the creature, attempting to stabilize the situation and gain its attention. "What kind of sick bastard is this?" Hellboy asked, watching the creature prepare to attack. "You didn't kill those people, you resurrected them," he shouted angrily. "You didn't kill them, you woke your family up and killed them, didn't you?" Hellboy asks, adding tension to their argument. "I'm tired." The creature groans, weakening before Hellboy as he prepares to deliver the final blow. "Wow, that was something," Hellboy comments sarcastically after the battle is over, feeling a sense of relief. Outside the church, the atmosphere is calm. A woman is seen inside the Waller Institute, smoking a cigarette as she contemplates the events that have just transpired. "Why are you leaving?" a man asks beside her. "You should listen, there's a deeper mystery here," he replies, signaling that their journey isn't over yet. In the cold room, a woman with a worried expression took a drag from her cigarette. Her voice sounded soothing as she said, "She's going to be fine," trying to reassure herself and those around her. Behind her, Abe Sapien and several team members appeared serious, discussing the dire situation. Hellboy stood in the midst of the graveyard, observing the seemingly damaged coffins. "Look at what's left of these coffins. Something dug them up and broke them apart by hand," he said skeptically, pointing out the horrific condition. He added that there were no tire tracks around, indicating that something strange had occurred. In the rain, a local resident explained the strange events that had taken place 3 nights ago. "Something killed some chickens and Kurt Poles' dog. It went into the old chapel," he said, detailing how frightening the situation was. In the darkness, a mysterious figure was seen speaking to the one bound to the cross. "Lord, rain your fires down on me," he said, pleading for release from the torment and pain he endured. In a deep tone, he continued, "Take it down." The voice echoed as the figure expressed his intent to destroy what lay before him. Suddenly, thunder rumbled. "Gah!" The figure screamed, feeling a newfound power. "I live." After falling, he realized the strength that resided within him. With a tense tone, he proclaimed, "I destroyed her," referring to a grave mistake from the past. The sounds around him heightened the tension, creating an uncomfortable atmosphere. "I have spent years in preparation and study," another mysterious figure explained, revealing his obsession with the recreation of life. "Do you feel it?" he asked, sensing an unusual presence. Hellboy and his team pressed on towards the ruins of a monastery, the most cursed place. They sought to uncover the secrets hidden within. "It burned," a local resident stated, recounting the dark history of the place. Hellboy explained to Kate, "It is a bad place," pointing towards the collapsed tower. "Only devils and ghosts can go up there." As they entered the old building, they were startled to see numerous strange statues watching from the walls. Hellboy sensed that something was amiss. "Wow, what the hell is that?" Kate asked, pointing towards a large structure in the room. "It's hot. It's metal," Hellboy clarified, realizing the potential danger lurking. Suddenly, the walls collapsed and terrifying creatures emerged, swarming around them. "I'm coming!" Hellboy shouted, ready to face the threat before him. "Kate!" Hellboy yelled, searching for his colleague amidst the chaos. He felt the tension as the creatures attacked him. Hellboy fought against them, determined to protect Kate. "I've got to take care of these guys," he said, sensing the rising heat of battle. Outside, the mysterious figure appeared at the Waller Institute, waiting anxiously. "It can't be long now," he murmured, feeling a greater presence. With a tense expression, the figure nervously took a drag from his cigarette, sensing that something unusual was about to happen. In the ruins of the monastery, Hellboy ran, hearing a horrific sound behind the walls. "Hang on, Kate, wherever you are," he called out, determined to find his beloved. He observed the bones around him with empathy. "Poor bastards. Maybe you had it coming," he whispered, realizing that something darker was unfolding here. In the darkness, the mysterious figure spoke. "Today, the light of the world will be born again, plotting something horrific with a sinister purpose." I have made for us the body of a giant, he vowed, scheming something that could change everything. In a tense atmosphere, the creature recalled the past and asked, "What have you got there, slave?" while Hellboy prepared to face a confrontation that would determine their fate. In the darkness of the ruins, the giant figure stood majestically, challenging the onlookers with a booming voice. "How many millions will die for this outrage?" it bellowed, indicating the seriousness of the threat at hand. Hellboy, standing beside two other characters, watched with a tense expression, feeling the weight of the situation enveloping them. The walls began to crack, and a rumbling echoed as small stones fell from the ceiling. "Let's get out of here!" shouted Hellboy, trying to keep an eye on the situation. Kate yelled, "How are we supposed to?" as they struggled to find a way out. "Hang on, baby!" Hellboy called, striving to maintain calm amidst the chaos. The giant raised its voice. "Do you see me, my brothers? I am the god of science, but I must also be a god of wrath." Hellboy, keeping Kate by his side, felt the pressure mounting. "Jump!" he shouted, urging everyone to act swiftly as the rubble drew closer. With an extraordinary loud thud, the giant challenged, "This is the power of God!" Its booming laughter reverberated, filling the room with a sense of dread. Hellboy retorted with a sardonic smile. "Well, God's too slow," as he prepared to confront the creature. The battle intensified, Hellboy attempting to ensnare the giant with a powerful strike. "Gotcha! Now God has a tree in his neck!" he yelled, swinging his fist. Yet the giant remained undeterred. "You think you can harm me?" it taunted, revealing a terrifying confidence. "Now feel the fury of God!" the giant roared, bringing its fist down towards Hellboy. "God, the destroyer!" it cried, heightening the tension in the air. Hellboy fought fiercely. "Well, I'm not going down without a fight," he muttered, feeling the strength coursing through his body. The giant began to doubt its power. "Brother, the word is unknown to me," it lamented, realizing the pain in its heart. Hellboy, striving to communicate, said, "Please, say that it's not too late for me." There was hope in his words, a final wager against the darkness. "No!" the giant cried as it realized there was another side to this battle. "You said that we are no less than human!" it exclaimed, revealing deep-seated doubt. "We certainly are not more," Hellboy replied, adding weight to their argument. From the other side, Hellboy spotted the ghastly bones. "Now that's really something," he commented, awestruck by the horrific sight. The giant appeared desperate. "Leave me be! I will have nothing to do with man," it sighed, adding drama to the moment. "Get up or I swear to God I'm gonna—" Hellboy shouted, trying to rouse the giant's spirit. "I will do what I have to do to be free," the giant answered with a low resolve before succumbing to the darkness. Hellboy, back at Waller's headquarters, sought the latest news. "Where's Liz?" he asked urgently, discovering that it was all too late. "Sorry, she died a couple of minutes ago," one of the team members replied, deepening the sense of sorrow. In the final moment, Hellboy reflected on the consequences of the battle that had just transpired. In the end, all things considered, he wasn't that bad a guy, he thought, feeling a mix of loss and hope within his heart.